When was the last time you looked in the mirror and truly asked yourself who you are becoming? Not the version the world wants to see, not the mask you wear for approval, but the real you. Every day, you wake up and life is quietly giving you two choices. Focus on everyone else's opinions, distractions, gossip, and noise, or focus on yourself. The truth is, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you the life you dream about. You are either building your future or you are wasting your time. Stop letting people drain your energy. Stop chasing validation from those who don't even care if you win or lose. Your greatest power is in your ability to shut out the world and sharpen your mind, your body, your discipline. Focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, the only person who lives with the consequences of your decisions is you. Invest in your growth, in your strength, in your vision. The world respects those who respect themselves first. Remember, you don't attract success by begging for it. You attract it by becoming undeniable. Eliminate distractions and cut off toxic influences. These words sound simple, but they are the foundation of real transformation. Every single day, your time, energy, and focus are being attacked from every angle. Your phone pings with notifications that mean nothing. Social media drowns you in endless scrolling, comparing your life to people who don't even know you exist. Friends or acquaintances waste your hours with negativity, gossip, and drama that adds nothing to your journey. And the most dangerous part? You get so used to these distractions that they feel normal. You don't even realize how much they rob you of the life you deserve. The truth is this: if you do not consciously protect your focus, it will be stolen from you. You can't build a strong mind, a strong body, or a strong future if you are surrounded by weak influences. Every toxic voice, every useless distraction, every moment wasted on people who don't want to grow with you is like a thief, stealing your potential right in front of your eyes. You must become ruthless with your environment. Ask yourself, is this conversation pushing me forward or pulling me back? Is this habit feeding my future or killing it slowly? Is this person adding fuel to my fire or pouring water on it? If the answer is pulling you down, you have only one choice: cut it off. This isn't about being cruel. It's about survival, because your dreams, your goals, your ambitions cannot survive in an environment filled with mediocrity and negativity. People will tell you to relax, to take it easy, to not be too serious. But remember this: those same people will not live your life when you fail. They won't carry the weight of your regret. They won't suffer when you realize you wasted years listening to their empty advice. That pain will belong only to you. So stop letting others decide how much effort, focus, and passion you put into your own life. Distractions are more dangerous than enemies. Enemies you can see, but distractions disguise themselves as harmless. Watching another episode, checking your phone one more time, spending another hour gossiping, these seem small, but stacked together, they kill months, even years of your life. They drain your ambition without you noticing. You think you're relaxing, but in reality, you're surrendering. Greatness is not destroyed in one big blow. It dies slowly, suffocated by countless distractions that you allow to take control. You must be stronger than the pull of comfort. You must choose focus over pleasure, discipline over chaos, and solitude over toxic company. And this is about toxic people, because this is where most people fail. You cannot keep poisonous relationships and expect a healthy life. You cannot keep lazy, weak-minded individuals in your circle and expect yourself to rise. Energy is contagious. Spend enough time with quitters and you'll start quitting. Spend enough time with complainers and you'll start complaining. Spend enough time with people who mock ambition and you'll begin to feel ashamed of your own. You have to cut it off. Yes, it will hurt. Yes, you might feel lonely, but it's far better to walk alone on the path of growth than to stay chained in the prison of comfort with people going nowhere. Loneliness is temporary, growth is eternal. When you cut off toxic influences, you create space for stronger people to enter your life. Mentors, leaders, high-value friends, people with vision. They will only connect with you when you raise your standards. They cannot find you if you're still stuck in the crowd of mediocrity. The higher you climb, the fewer people there will be, but the stronger the connections will become. That's why eliminating distractions and cutting off toxic influences is not an option. It is mandatory. It is the price of building a life of power, freedom, and success. You have to start now. Look at your daily routine and strip away what doesn't serve you. Silence the endless notifications. Create boundaries with people who drain your energy. Guard your time as if it were gold, because it is. Every moment wasted on a distraction is a moment stolen from your future self. Understand this deeply. Nobody who has ever achieved greatness did so by allowing their environment to control them. They became unshakable, unbothered, and laser focused. They knew exactly what to cut off, and they never apologized for protecting their purpose. This is your call to take back control. Your future depends on the decisions you make today. You can either continue feeding distractions and entertaining toxic people, or you can rise above them. One path leads to regret, the other to power. Eliminate distractions, cut off toxic influences, protect your focus with everything you have, because the moment you do, you will unlock a level of clarity and strength that makes you unstoppable. And once you taste that freedom, you'll never allow anything or anyone to steal it from you again. Build discipline daily. Consistency creates power. Nothing in this world is stronger than the man or woman who has mastered the art of discipline. Talent can fade, motivation can disappear, but discipline remains. Discipline is not about feeling like doing something. It's about doing it regardless of how you feel. It's the ability to say, I will, when your body screams, I can't. It's choosing progress over comfort, choosing growth over excuses, choosing action over procrastination. The truth is, nobody becomes great by accident. Every success story is built on a foundation of discipline, stacked brick by brick, day after day. Discipline is the silent force that transforms dreams into reality. Think about it. Success doesn't happen in a single day. You don't go to the gym once and become strong. You don't read one book and become wise. You don't save money once and become wealthy. Everything in life that's worth having requires consistency, and consistency requires discipline. Without discipline, your effort will always be random. You'll work hard one day, then slack the next, and you'll never build momentum. But with discipline, even the smallest steps accumulate into unstoppable progress. That is where power comes from. Not from intensity once in a while, but from consistency every single day. Most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they can't stay consistent. They chase motivation, waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect timing, the perfect circumstances, but those things never come. Motivation is fragile. It disappears the moment life gets tough. Discipline, on the other hand, thrives in difficulty. Discipline says, I will show up no matter what. That's why the disciplined win. They don't need to feel like it. They don't need everything to be perfect. They simply act. And by acting every day, they build a force so strong that no setback can break them. Building discipline is not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's boring, repetitive, and sometimes painful. Waking up early, working out when you're tired, studying when your friends are out, practicing when nobody is watching. It doesn't feel rewarding in the moment. But those who understand discipline know that greatness lives in repetition. Every day you follow through, you're training your mind to obey you instead of your emotions. You are proving to yourself that you are in control. Not your laziness, not your weakness, not your excuses. That power is priceless, because once you master discipline, you can achieve anything. Consistency is the secret weapon. Imagine a drop of water hitting a rock. One drop means nothing. 10 drops mean nothing, but thousands of drops, day after day, will carve through solid stone. That is the power of consistency. Your actions may seem small now, going to the gym, writing one page, saving a little money, practicing a new skill, but repeated over time, they transform everything. Success doesn't require you to be extraordinary in a single day. It requires you to be ordinary but relentless every day. Discipline ensures that no matter how you feel, you keep adding drops of effort until you break through. The greatest enemy of discipline is excuses. You'll tell yourself you're too tired, too busy, too stressed, or that you'll start tomorrow. But excuses are lies. The truth is, you always have time for what you decide is important. The disciplined don't wait for the perfect condition. They create results under any condition. Rain or shine, tired or energized, they stick to the plan. And because they stick, they grow stronger. That strength compounds, just like interest in a bank account. Discipline is the ultimate investment in yourself. The more you deposit daily, the more power you collect over time. To build discipline, start small, but never break your word to yourself. If you decide to wake up at a certain hour, do it. If you commit to a workout, complete it. If you set a goal to practice for 30 minutes, follow through. Every time you honor your own promise, you build self-respect and mental strength. Every time you break it, you weaken your foundation. Discipline is not about doing big things occasionally. It's about mastering small things consistently. Those small victories add up and eventually shape you into someone unstoppable. And remember, discipline is freedom. People think discipline is restriction, but it's the opposite. Discipline frees you from regret, from weakness, from failure. It gives you control over your time, your body, your mind, your destiny. The undisciplined live like slaves to their emotions, distracted and unfulfilled, always wishing for change but never creating it. The disciplined live like warriors, free to pursue their purpose, because they have trained themselves to follow through no matter what. That freedom is not given, it is earned, one disciplined action at a time. Consistency creates power because it builds trust in yourself. When you know you can rely on your own actions every day, you become unbreakable. Challenges come, setbacks hit, but you don't crumble because you've built a foundation of discipline. You've proven to yourself that no matter what happens, you will show up. That self-trust is what makes champions. That is why discipline is everything. Build it daily, protect it fiercely, live it relentlessly, because once you master discipline, you master life. Value self-respect above outside validation. This is one of the hardest lessons to learn in life, yet one of the most powerful truths you can ever embrace. Most people live their lives like actors on a stage, performing for applause, constantly looking over their shoulders to see who approves, who likes them, who validates their worth. They chase compliments, likes, and attention as if those things will give them meaning. But here's the reality. Outside validation is fragile. It's temporary. It's built on the opinions of people who can change their minds at any moment. If your sense of worth is tied to what others think, then you will forever be their prisoner. The only validation that matters, the only approval that lasts, is the respect you have for yourself. Think about it. How many times have you ignored your own values just to please someone else? How many times have you stayed silent when you should have spoken up, or followed the crowd even when you knew it wasn't right, simply because you didn't want to be judged? Each time you do that, you betray yourself. And betrayal of self is the deepest wound you can inflict. When you lose your own respect, nothing else can replace it. 1,000 compliments won't heal the guilt of knowing you sold yourself out for approval. On the other hand, when you choose self-respect, even if the world disagrees, you stand tall. Because deep inside, you know you didn't bend, you didn't fake, you didn't compromise your truth. That strength is priceless. The world is full of people chasing validation, living shallow lives to impress others. They buy things they can't afford, pretend to be someone they're not, and live for the opinions of strangers. But at night, when they are alone with their thoughts, they feel empty. Why? Because they sacrifice their self-respect on the altar of validation. And the hunger for validation never ends. It's an addiction. Today, they want someone's approval. Tomorrow, they want more, and it never stops. But when you value self-respect above outside validation, you step out of that trap. You no longer care about shallow opinions. You no longer live for applause. You live for yourself, for your principles, for your vision. That is true freedom. Self-respect means setting standards and refusing to lower them just to fit in. It means walking away from people, opportunities, or situations that demand you betray your integrity. It means knowing your worth even when nobody else sees it. When you respect yourself, you don't need to beg for love, for recognition, or for acceptance. You attract it naturally because people can sense your strength. But here's the irony. The less you seek validation, the more respect you gain. People admire those who stand firm in their values, not those who desperately chase approval. Building self-respect requires courage. It means being willing to be disliked. It means choosing your truth, even when it makes others uncomfortable. It means standing alone when everyone else follows the herd. But every time you do, you grow stronger. You start to realize that your own opinion of yourself is the only one that truly matters. And when you carry that kind of self-respect, nobody can break you. Insults bounce off you, rejection doesn't destroy you, and criticism doesn't shake you. Why? Because your worth is no longer in the hands of others. It's rooted deep within you. Ask yourself, at the end of your life, whose opinion will matter most? The strangers who like your posts, the people who doubted you, the friends who pressured you into being someone you're not? None of them. The only opinion that will matter is the one you hold about yourself. Did you stay true to who you are? Did you honor your values? Did you live with integrity? That is what defines your legacy. Not how many people approved of you, but how much respect you carried for yourself through every challenge, every temptation, every decision. Validation from others can feel good, but it is empty if you don't respect yourself first. It's like drinking salty water when you're thirsty. It looks like relief, but it only makes you weaker. Self-respect, on the other hand, is pure. It sustains you, it strengthens you, it builds you from the inside out. It gives you peace that no one can take away. And once you taste that, you'll never want to live for validation again. So make a choice today. Stop begging for likes, approval, and attention. Stop betraying yourself just to fit in. Stop lowering your standards for people who don't even value themselves. Stand tall, speak your truth, live by your principles, do what you know is right, even when it's hard. Because every time you choose self-respect over outside validation, you grow stronger, freer, and more powerful. In the end, the world will forget the people who blended in, but it will never forget the ones who stood firm. Value self-respect above outside validation, and you'll build a life that cannot be shaken, no matter what the world thinks of you. Invest in growth. Your future depends on it. Every single day that passes, you are either getting closer to the person you want to become or drifting further away. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Money lost can be earned again. Opportunities missed can sometimes return, but the days you waste are gone forever. And yet most people spend their time investing in distractions, in comfort, in temporary pleasures that leave them with nothing. They consume endlessly, scrolling, watching, entertaining themselves, but they never build. And when the years slip away, they wonder why they feel empty, why they have no progress, why their life looks the same as it did yesterday. The answer is simple. They never invested in growth. Growth is the currency of the future. If you want power, wealth, freedom, and respect, it doesn't come from luck. It comes from the person you build yourself into. Your mind, your skills, your health, your discipline, these are your real assets. The stronger you make them, the more valuable you become and the more opportunities you can seize. When you stop growing, you start dying. Life is not static. It moves forward with or without you. If you are not learning, if you are not evolving, if you are not stretching your limits, then life will leave you behind. That's why investing in growth is not optional. It is survival. Investing in growth requires sacrifice. It means giving up comfort today so you can build strength for tomorrow. It means staying up to study while others sleep, working out when others relax, practicing when others are wasting time. It means putting money into courses, books, mentors, or tools instead of wasting it on shallow pleasures. At first, it feels like a burden. At first, it feels like you're missing out. But what you're really doing is building a foundation so strong that in time, you'll live a life others can only dream of. Those who avoid growth for comfort pay with regret. Those who choose growth over comfort get rewarded with freedom. Your future self is depending on you. 10 years from now, you will either thank yourself for the effort you put in today or hate yourself for the opportunities you missed. Imagine meeting the version of yourself that could have been, the person you were capable of becoming if only you had invested in your growth. Would you be proud of what you see or ashamed that you settled? That thought alone should ignite a fire in you take, because every action you take today is shaping that future version. Every book you read sharpens your mind. Every workout you complete strengthens your body. Every skill you learn expands your opportunities. Every disciplined choice compounds into a powerful future. The problem is most people only think about the present. They want instant gratification. They want results without sacrifice. But real growth takes time, consistency, and patience. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the tree tomorrow. You water it, nurture it, and protect it until it grows strong enough to stand on its own. Your personal growth works the same way. At first, the results are invisible. You don't notice the changes, but over months and years, your discipline, knowledge, and strength accumulate. Suddenly, you are not the same person you were. Suddenly, opportunities that seemed impossible before become within your reach. That is the reward of investing in growth. It compounds quietly, then explodes massively. Do not let your environment decide who you become. The world will always try to pull you toward comfort and mediocrity. People will tell you to relax, to enjoy life, to stop working so hard. But those same people will never live your future. They will not carry the weight of your regrets. They will not suffer the consequences of your wasted potential. Only you will. That is why you must invest in growth, even when nobody understands. Growth is lonely. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is demanding. But growth is also the only path to freedom. Ask yourself, what skills do I need to master to secure the life I want? What weaknesses do I need to eliminate? What knowledge do I need to gain? Where do I need to become stronger, sharper, and more relentless? Then take action. Buy the book. Take the course. Seek the mentor. Put in the hours. Push your limits. Stop wasting your energy on things that don't matter and start investing it into the only thing that does, your growth. Because in the end, your life will not be determined by luck or chance, but by the level of person you chose to build yourself into. One day you will look back at this exact moment. You will remember whether you invested in yourself or wasted your time. You will either be proud, living a life of strength and freedom, or broken, chained by regret. The choice is yours right now. Invest in growth. Your future depends on it. Now the truth is in front of you. Life is brutally short, and every choice you make today is building or destroying the future you're walking into. You cannot blame anyone else. You cannot point fingers. You cannot cry for help when years pass and you're left with nothing. The responsibility has always been in your hands. Every distraction you eliminate, every ounce of discipline you build, every moment you choose self-respect over outside validation, every seed of growth you invest in, it all compounds into the person you will become. The world doesn't reward the ones who wait. It rewards the ones who act. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. What you need is to decide right now that you are done living small, Done playing for validation, done wasting time. Choose yourself, build yourself, focus on yourself so fiercely that nothing can shake you. Because in the end, it's not the opinions, not the likes, not the excuses that will matter. It's the life you built and the strength you carry within you. So rise today, take control, and walk into your future with fire in your heart. It belongs to you if you claim it.